So your father who founded the company is your boss? Can I tell you? What is that like?
Working with my dad, it actually works well, primarily because of my background,
Right.
what he visions, and he's a strong leader, and he's able to really bring you along with his ideas, with
Right.
his dreams, his vision, you know, that's a key there, and there's a level of inspiration as well. But there are times when we knock heads, you know, as usual.
Naturally.
You know, he's a strong-headed person that I tend to be a little bit stubborn sometimes. Don't tell nobody I said that.
We have it on record now, so you have to be careful.
But yeah, it's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool.
So I know you got your start in the industry, in the liquor industry.
Yes.
How did you transition over to Pulse, and why?
Let me tell you, 11 years of marketing alcohol, some of the sexiest brands
Right.
in the world actually. You know, the crossover into fashion, it's very easy because my last role at Red Stripe, Diageo, would have me managing the spirit portfolio. So sexy brands like Bailey's, you know, all of those great brands. Fashion, it embodies that similar spirit. And even entertainment generally will give you that same, you know, experience or similar motivation to, because it's really a lifestyle that you're actually
Right.
selling and marketing. So it really wasn't a difficult crossover, especially if it is that you understand, you know, who your target consumer is, you understand your objectives, what's your marketing strategy, what is the strategic focus. I remember starting Red Stripe when I just left UA. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be a student forever. So I'm gonna do my first degree, my MBA, my PhD, and then somehow I might start working somewhere. That was the plan, but then, you know, someone said to me, boy, Sofia, there's an internship at Red Stripe, apply for it. And I did, and I was successful. So, a great foundation. It was a lot of, you know, you throw in the deep end and you try to swim, come
Right.
back. Or else you pop down and you just not making it anywhere, you know. A lot of hard work. A lot of starting from the lowest rank, you know,
Right.
and working your way to.
I was gonna say that it
to
really
it.
seems like you kind of grew. at
You have
Diageo.
to. There's no waking up and you're on camera.
Right.
I think that there's a misperception now in the industry that you wake up and you're snapped at a party,
Yeah.
and that's marketing. That's not marketing. It's far from marketing, far removed. And working your way up, understanding who that consumer is, having those brand insights, and really being able to use strategy to deliver on whatever the objective is the real crux of it.
So within your role now, what would you say is your favorite part?
I think my favorite part of my current job is really seeing that idea come to life. And it could simply be an idea about an activation, an event, Pulsate, for example, which was like, you know, it's about little thing at the bar, and then it became Pulsate, which is a staple on a Wednesday and on a Friday, or just the model search, and that's how we've seen people develop, grow, and become stars. So I think that point of ideation to realization of what that product or what that service or what that experience is what I think is my greatest joy.
And then what would be the biggest challenge for you?
Always innovating. You have to be three steps ahead to be competitive in this industry. I think generally, as the economy becomes one where only the swift and the virile will actually have the stamina to stick around, and that's me. For me, my biggest objective is to always be able to be ahead of the game or create the game. You know, that's really it, creating that game.
So being in a family business, how do you draw the line? I mean, how does that work?
It's interesting. The thing is though, I have the most respect for my father because he's just a pioneering individual who has taken a massive risk, and it has actually paid off for him. So the thing is that understanding your level of accountability is where you can't go wrong, because once it is that you know what you're responsible for, you should be delivering it, and you're held accountable. That's where the line is easily seen, because I can't say, oh, it's not me, no, it's not me. But Sofia, you're dealing with marketing, you know, and you are accountable for that. And that's the thing, the difference actually in working within a business that is generated by the family is different from a business that you just get a job and you work for somebody else and you don't even know.
And do you have any other professional pursuits outside of this? I know you guys do Color Festival. Are there any other events that you guys do as well?
The Color Festival was the most recent addition to the family of events, and it was a pretty fun experience because we thought, boy, who would think that colored powder would transform thousands of people to come and party with us for 4 times since, you know, it's been our 4th stage and the last one. For us, we wanted to go outside of Jamaica, outside of the Caribbean even, if we can, and really develop a stronger base for Caribbean Fashion Week as a property, also for the Color Festival as an event, and even for the model search, because there are so many different markets that we can fulfill a need that they have for similar activities. So it could be CMS, model search, Nigeria, you don't know.
Right.
That's really the thinking now, and as we move into our next 35 years, we really want to go beyond the borders, stronger in a much more tangible way. For us as well, which is like #1 priority now for us, is our property business. We currently have within our portfolio the Villa Rodine property, that's in Stony Hill, and we have Trafalgar where her head office is. And we do rentals for events at Trafalgar and at Villa, and for shop rentals. So if you're in the business,
you guys had Villa Rodine.
Yeah, we do.
I didn't even know you did this property thing.
Yeah, man, that's another area that we want to develop, because real estate does not depreciate.
Yeah.
You know, it's a greatly untapped resource right now for us, which we have started to do work on, and we're gonna get much stronger.
I'm really loving how dynamic the company is. I really didn't realize that. But I also want to talk about Caribbean Fashion Week and how has that grown? How many years has it been around, firstly?
You know, we had a milestone last year. It was our 15th.
15?
Yeah. Wow. Sweet 16 is coming up. So yeah, it has grown, and the thing about it is that I've seen designers actually grow themselves from CFW.
Well, congratulations. It really seems that CFW is the Caribbean's premier fashion event. That's really awesome. What advice would you give to young entrepreneurs or those who look up to you?
Stay humble. I think that's important. Don't get caught up in the limelight or in the hype. It sounds very silly and simple. So well, let me tell you, I've seen people get derailed, lose focus, and it's critical that you as an individual know what you stand for, know what you believe in, and really live by it. And you know, once you know what you're about, I think, and you have the drive and your focus, you will succeed. And no matter how long it takes, you know, let me tell you, school will never lock. You understand me? School never lock. I mean, I was always told you have to get your degrees, you have to, you know, get some indication in there, and then you can do whatever you want to do in life. Or if you haven't even done it as yet, you can revisit.
Always go back.
Can always go back, and there's so much, and it's so much easier now. I remember when I began my first degree, they didn't even have marketing as a degree. I
want to talk about your goals for the future, professionally or even personally. What are you thinking?
Wow, I'm at that age now where I'm thinking, what next, you know? There has to be some familial push, you know. I think it's time for me to think about when I'm gonna either have a child and, you know, continue the line and, you know, and get mommy happy and give her a grandkid, you know.
So like the pressure is on.
The pressure is on every day from friends, family. I mean, it's crazy. So I think I need to start looking in that direction. But professionally, I'm still very, very focused on, you know, creating another 35 years of Pulse Investments that, you know, you walk on the foot of some really, in the footsteps of some really strong people. You know, how do I fill the shoes? I can never fill the shoes of Mr. Cooper. But, you know, you want to be able to be respected similarly for your legacy, your own individual legacy. So that's
you
really
want to leave something behind.
Like, yeah, I want to say, yo, you know, it's after
Sofia
that.
did that.
So that's what I'm really, really focused on delivering for that next 35 years. And personally, I really think I should think about having a kid at some point. So, yeah.